Welcome to this Lightroom quick edit. Today I'm gonna take this raw file and I'm gonna turn it into a picture like this in just about 5 minutes. So this was a really beautiful sunset and I just shot one exposure here. I really should have shot HDR, but at the end we're still gonna be able to get a really high quality picture out of this raw file. So first thing I'm gonna do is definitely raise the shadows 100, and then I think the overall picture could use a little bit more plus exposure here. And then let's bring down the highlights, not too much, otherwise it really becomes a little bit too much. And of course bring up the whites just a little bit and bring down the blacks just a little bit here. Clarity, definitely do not want to add any clarity. In fact, I'm gonna go a little bit minus clarity here for this picture. And contrast, let's see, I think a little bit of plus contrast might even work. Then let's see, color temperature here. Definitely don't want to make this any warmer. Maybe I'm actually gonna go a little bit into the blues just to get a little bit more differentiation. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we really have a mixture between blues and oranges and yellows. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of magenta here. Definitely like this look for this picture, definitely helps to give even more differentiation in color. Then vibrance is definitely plenty, we don't have to add anything here. Definitely gonna add some highlights in the tonal curve, however, just see whatever works best with the rest of these sliders here. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave the shadows at 0. So I think I'm gonna crop this image just because it's kind of too much foreground and the foreground really isn't all that interesting. And I'm actually gonna crop down some of this blue sky up here as well. So I definitely like this crop way better. However, I think a little bit of vignetting would work quite well here for this photo. Just a little bit, something like that, and then add even more custom vignetting in the foreground here with a graduated filter, just so the foreground really doesn't take away so much of the attention I really want the eye to go to the beautiful sky. So that looks pretty good, but because we have so much noise here, I definitely have to go into the detail tool and first of all just raise the color noise reduction, and then also add a little bit of noise reduction. Even though I don't like the tool, it's really so much noise in this picture that I really have to add noise reduction here. And I think that looks really better, way more clean than before. And as a last thing here, I'm gonna add some dodge and burning with the radial filter, so I'll be right back. So I've just added a little bit of dodge and burning. Here's before, here's after, really nothing crazy here, but I think the ones that I've added really work to give at least a little bit more interest into the foreground. So let's see where we started at. This is the raw file right here. So very dark foreground especially, and here's what we've made out of it. So not only is the foreground way brighter than before, but we also complexified the colors in the sky, so there's much more variation of color. For example, here in the before shot, you can see it's pretty much just orange and blue, whereas here we have different tonalities of blue, we have pinks, we have oranges, we have very dark oranges, and we even have some very bright yellows. So I definitely think this is a pretty cool picture considering that we've just spent 5 minutes on editing it. As always, thank you very much for watching. Like or dislike the video accordingly, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have a great day, and of course, take care.